When I was a kid, these were the video game consoles I had available to me. My dad was a collector of retro gaming paraphernalia, which meant I had a large library of games at any given time that I could play. But my brother and I both knew that everyone else our age had more modern hardware to play, and so, after lots of asking and asking, we were finally given an Xbox. Like a year after the Xbox 360 was out. But the original Xbox had a little ditty you may have heard of called Halo Combat Evolved, which we didn't get because it was M-rated and we weren't allowed to play those games yet. So while my brother and I played Fusion Frenzy, Godzilla, and some pretty good licensed movie games, the rest of the Xbox crowd was already getting excited for like their third Halo. If we fast forward a couple years, we did eventually get an Xbox 360. Like 5 years after it came out. But we still didn't get any Halo games on it, and I don't really know why. We weren't old enough to buy them ourselves, so, yeah. And then the whole Xbox One controversy happened, which definitely put us off from getting one, so I jumped to PlayStation 4 for that generation, and hey, only 2 years after the launch day, look at that! So I was pretty much an Xbox celibate for the better half of my youth, but after I got my PS5 within a year of its release, what? I did that? Oh wow, that's impressive. I was excited to see things like backwards compatibility and Game Pass happening on the Xbox side of things, so I got myself a Series S, which also meant I finally had all 3 modern consoles for the first time in my life, which, hey, that was pretty cool too. So, finally, all these years later, I decided to finally play Halo Combat Evolved. So what did I think? Was this game worth the wait? Yeah, it was. The game starts off with a really cool set piece on an exploding ship. Boom! The Covenant, which are these guys, start busting in and killing everyone. They're like, come on, we gotta get you off the ship! So they stick you in an escape pod and shoot you down to the ring-shaped world, and the pod starts experiencing some minor turbulence and crashes into the surface of the world, killing everyone on board and leaving you as the sole survivor. You step out of the burning wreckage, and...
Alert! Covenant dropship inbound. They must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion.
This is when I knew that this game was something special. I'd say the best thing about Halo is its ability to create atmosphere. A good chunk of this game isn't dedicated to cutscenes or mindless cover-to-cover shooting, but rather to letting the player navigate these large levels at their own pace, telling the story through environment and audio. Example time. Chapter 6. You land in this dark, mysterious jungle, and as you move through, you see the Covenant fighting and fleeing from an unseen enemy. You enter this large complex, decorated by corpses and blood, eventually coming across one of your own men, who shoots at you and screams about horrible monsters.
Find your own hiding place! The monsters are everywhere!
No cutscenes, just pure atmosphere. Halo's gameplay is very rewarding, especially to experimentation. It will present several options to you, like dropping a sniper rifle and saying, hey man, you can snipe those guys from here, or... It doesn't have a cover system, meaning that, like Doom, your key to survival is to be constantly moving, but its open-ended combat encounters also mean you will die. A lot. I died so many times toward the end of the game that I thought it might actually be impossible for me to beat. And sometimes you will die to the most random things, man. But the respawn is almost instantaneous, meaning you have just enough time to see what you did wrong and immediately try again. The story is pretty interesting, but it really takes a back seat to the gameplay. Sometimes I didn't even know why I was in a certain place. I was just shooting everybody I saw, and it was a lot of fun. I really started getting into my groove and felt like I had a sense of mastery over the game. But then, spoilers for a game from 2001, which I know is rich coming from me, but as you go through the game, you learn the way different NPCs behave, like how grunts will become scared of you if you kill one of the elites, and you might start feeling like the game can't surprise you anymore. But then the game becomes a terrifying zombie survival horror game, and you have to run through these dark, cramped corridors evading zombie aliens and zombie humans and zombie movies. The visual storytelling in this level is just chilling, and I was really on edge as I made my way through it. After a while though, the flood get less scary and just more frustrating. You'll be absolutely swarmed with them and try to use your usual strategies only for the game to go. You'll get pissed and you'll want to turn off your Xbox and go trade it into GameStop for freaking taco rather than have to go through that crap again. But the one thing that kept me going was the soundtrack, man. This thing is all over the place. Sometimes it's quiet and atmospheric. And other times it's, oh my gosh, drive! Drive, go, 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 with these terrible controls. Gotta get out, get on the ship, get on the ship. Halo starts very strong, but I have to say, toward the end, I had more frustration than fun. But I think the game is still a knockout, especially for 2001. So, if you guys need me, I'll be in the 26th century when I finally play Halo 2.